Ma'am, look at camera E3.
Who are the camera? What is he doing in a restricted location? We need to make sure he's safe. Ops room to FRT2 Alpha. An unidentified male has been spotted near Area 4 Delta. Please proceed to point and verify. Over.
Roger. Proceeding to location now.
Sir, are you okay? What are you doing here? Can you understand English?
Yes.
What is your name?
Maruf.
Sir, please follow us. You are not allowed to be here.
I need you to place your right thumb on the screen here. You told the officers earlier that your name was Maruf Al-Mamun. Is that correct? Mr. Maruf, do you have your passport with you? Why were you walking along the causeway pipes?
I wanted to go back to Bangladesh. My friend in Malaysia said that he will help me go home.
When the officers found you, your clothes were wet. How come?
I wanted to swim to Malaysia. I was at Woodlands Park and I could see Malaysia, but it was very far away. So I swam to the causeway so I could walk to Malaysia.
Why did you decide to go back to Bangladesh from Malaysia? Mr. Maruf,
I don't have a passport.
where is your passport?
I was working in a construction company. Then I ran away. They have my passport. I have been secretly living in Singapore without a passport.
Team, Woodlands Checkpoint has reported a case of attempted illegal departure on the causeway. His name is Maruf Al-Mamun. He came to Singapore from Bangladesh to work as a welder at Channing Construction Company. Then he was reported as missing 3 years ago. Woodlands Checkpoint found him loitering on the causeway yesterday.
Where was he going?
Apparently, he was trying to get to Malaysia so that he could go home.
Was he alone?
That's what I'm going to find out. Woodlands Checkpoint has done a search of the vicinity for other possible offenders. PCG also assisted in the search, but none was cited. Dinesh, Eiling, I want you to look at the CCTV footage. See if you can find any other leads on how Maruf accomplished this.
Yes, sir. But I didn't like working there. I couldn't quit, so I just ran away.
What have you been doing since you ran away from Channing Construction Company?
I work in companies here and there. They pay me cash.
So when did you decide to escape to Malaysia?
3 days ago, I went to Woodlands Park. I could see Malaysia from there. I thought I could swim there.
So why did you wait till last night? Why didn't you do it 3 days ago?
There were many people there. I was scared that someone would see me.
But even if you came back later, someone might still have spotted you, right?
But there was no one there that night. I was wearing my jeans, so I made it into a rope. Then I reached the causeway and climbed up. I thought it would be faster if I walked there.
What time was it?
My friend said 10 p.m.
Your friend? Mr. Maruf, did you have help in leaving Singapore?
Yes,
How many people helped you?
2. But I only know one person's name. His name is Sharif. He brought another friend, but I don't know his name. They helped me to make sure that nobody was there.
Do you have Shorif's number?
I lost his number when I lost my phone in the sea. I don't remember his number.
How did you know Shorif?
I met him at my old workplace. He came from Bangladesh to work like me.
Where is Shorif now?
I don't know.
It turns out that Maruf did indeed have 2 accomplices. However, he claims to only know the name of one of them, Shorif. I ran a search on him, but there are at least 3,000 work permit holders with that name. Do you two find anything?
I ran a search and Maruf has no other priors besides overstaying. The jeans he mentioned were also recovered from Woodlands Park.
We reviewed the CCTV footage as well, but didn't find anything.
Looks like Shorif is our only lead. Maruf said that they worked together before at his previous company.
Channing Construction Company.
Yes, we should pay them a visit. See if they have any information on Shorif and Maruf. Thanks for meeting us at such short notice, Mr. Faiz.
No problem. I checked, and we don't have anyone named Sharif or Maruf working here as of now.
I see. Could you check your list of former employees for them?
Can, but I need some time to look through it again.
Thank you, Mr. Faiz. Please update us if you have any further information. Here's my name card.
Will do.
Maruf's former company will take some time to get back to us. Right now, they are our only lead for Shorif.
So I pulled up Maruf's profile. Turns out he used to stay at Link Lodge. If he and Sharif worked together, then maybe they both stayed there in the past?
Possible. Let's go. So these are all the residents who have the name Shorif?
Yes, Sharif is quite a common name here.
Does it include former residents?
No, but I can look that up for you too.
Thanks. Could you also share a list of their roommates as well?
All right.
Do you keep track of the residents' in and out timings?
Yes, all residents have to tap in and tap out at the gantry, so we have their records.
Could you retrieve their gantry records for us for the last 3 days?
Okay, I will generate the reports and send it to you once it's ready.
That'll be great.
We went through the records that Channing Construction Company and Link Lodge sent over, but Channing Construction Company scanned in all their records, so we had to cross-check manually.
We found a Sharif on both lists. His full name is Mia Sharif, and he's both a former resident of Link Lodge and an ex-employee of Channing Construction Company. Like Maruf said, Sharif came here from Bangladesh a few years ago on a work permit, and he's worked for a few different companies since then.
So where is he working and staying at now?
He's at Thwarted Engineering now, but we have no updated records of his current residence.
Let's go find out.
Yes, we have a Mia Sharif working here. He took leave for 2 days, so he's not here now. He'll be back the day after.
Where is he now?
Most probably at the dormitory. He's currently staying at Muslim Migrant Workers Dormitory.
Do you know who his close friends are?
He usually hangs out with another worker named Joelle.
Great. Please send me his profile too. Where does Joel stay?
Also at Muslim Migrant Workers Dormitory.
Can you send me their movement records for the last 3 days?
Okay.
Since we know where Sharif is staying, we should head to Muslim Migrant Workers Dormitory to get Sharif's movement records. See if they coincide with Maruf's timings to depart Singapore illegally.
I'll let them know we're coming down.
I managed to pull out both Mia Sharif and Joel's movement records and send them to you.
Thanks. What about Maruf Al Mamun?
No records of him staying here, past or present.
I interviewed Maruf earlier, and he confirmed that both Mia Sharif and Joelle helped him that night.
Can you identify Mia Sharif? And how about his friend Joelle?
The dormitory's movement records show that on the night of Maruf's attempted illegal departure, both Sharif and Joelle returned to the dormitory at 6:39 p.m. Then Sharif left at 7:16 p.m. and Joelle left at 8:55 p.m. But they both returned at 11:52 p.m.
The timings match. Maruf said that he was at Woodlands Park at about 10, and Woodlands Checkpoint called him at 10:50 p.m.
I looked up Mia Sharif in our database. He has no priors, and it's been confirmed that he has been on a work permit from Bangladesh.
Then we have our guy. I'll get the police to help us bring them in.
I'm Investigation Officer Lee from Woodlands Police Division. I am Mia Sharif and Joelle. You are both under arrest for abetting illegal departure. Cuff them.
I and Maruf worked at Channing Construction Company. We also stayed together at a Yunus Link Lodge. But sir, he left company. I did not talk to him until a few days ago.
What did he say to you?
Hello, Maruf. What happened?
I need to go back to Bangladesh, but I don't have a passport because I ran away from my company. I need your help to go back to Bangladesh.
How will you go back without passport?
I have a friend in Malaysia. He told me to go to Johor Bahru. Someone will help me to go to Bangladesh.
How will you go through without passport?
I know. If I go to checkpoint, police will catch me. So I will swim. I need somebody to keep a lookout. Can you help me?
Yes, brother. Of course, of course.
Brother, thank you very much for helping me.
No problem.
I have been here before. I think I'm going to swim there and then walk over to Malaysia. But I need your help to keep a lookout.
But I can only look one direction at one time. We need help. We need at least one more person to keep a lookout. For people somewhere.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Come, let's go get some drinks. We'll think of something.
I went coffee shop that night. There, met Sharif and his friend.
At least I was so many people somewhere. Hey, Joel!
Hey.
Joel, this is Maruf, my old-time friend. Maruf, Joel. Joel, what are you doing later?
I go back dormitory. Why?
You think you can help a brother out?
Sharif.
It's okay, we can trust him.
Tell me, how I help?
Joel, Maruf is also from Bangladesh. He wants to swim to Malaysia from Woodlands Park. From there, he will go to Bangladesh.
Hey, you buy a ticket, go back home. I do not have a passport. Why? I ran away from my company. Oh, if you buy a ticket, police will catch you. Yes.
Did you know that by helping him, you'd be breaking the law?
Yes.
So what happened next?
There are no ladders. I think I'll just jump in.
Hey, this is dangerous. Better you climb down.
But how?
Maybe we get rope or something?
Oh, I can use my jeans. I can't swim in it anyway. Go, keep a lookout, go.
There's nobody, hurry. Faster, Maruf. Be careful.
Do you know how dangerous that was? Maruf could have gotten hurt if something went wrong. What would you have done if that happened?
I was just trying to help brothers, sir.
Not only that, what you did was against the law, even if you were trying to help your friend.
In the case that you have just seen, an overstayer made a dangerous attempt to depart Singapore illegally. Owing to the quick response and determination of officers from the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority, as well as strong collaboration with the Singapore Police Force, all of the suspects involved were swiftly arrested. The ICA takes a serious view of attempts to enter or depart Singapore illegally. Under the Immigration Act, the penalties for overstaying or illegal entry are a jail term of up to 6 months and a minimum of 3 strokes of the cane. While penalties for illegal departure are a fine of up to $1,000, a jail term of up to 6 months, or both. Our borders are our first line of defense in safeguarding Singapore. The ICA will continue to conduct security checks on travelers, conveyances, and cargo at the checkpoints to thwart attempts to smuggle undesirable persons, contraband, as well as prohibited and security items into Singapore. Anyone with information on immigration offenders can make a report via the ICA feedback form, which can be found on the ICA website at www.ica.gov.sg/contact us. Any information provided will be treated in the strictest confidence. If you witness anything suspicious or illegal, call the police hotline at 1-800-255-0000. For reporting of non-emergency cases, members of the public may visit SPF e-Services website at www.police.gov.sg/e-services. Members of the public who require urgent police assistance should call 999 immediately. Scammers have also been constantly evolving their tactics to prey on potential victims. Here's a celebrity who had a close encounter with a tech support scam where the perpetrator impersonated a support staff from an internet service provider.
It was in 2020 and we were still in the pandemic when I was filming, and I received a call from someone who claimed that he was from an internet service provider that I was subscribed to. And what happened was that I should get to my computer immediately to do something so that I would prevent an internet disruption. I was feeling a little bit suspicious because the internet service provider that he said he was from is not the one that I was subscribed to. And I told him that. But what he told me was that, our internet service provider is the one that provides all the network to all the other internet service providers. And so I didn't quite buy that story, and what I did was that I asked him for a phone number that I could verify as well as his name. And he gave it to me very confidently. I decided to call the official customer service hotline number of the internet service provider to verify if this was true. And the operator, first of all, told me that no, there was no disruption to the internet service. And upon checking, that the name and number that I provided her was false. She then also provided me with the anti-scam hotline number and advised me to report the incident, and so I did. On top of that, I wanted to share this on my social media because I hope that more people will be aware and avoid being scammed. I do think that a lot of the scams these days are a lot more high level than what I experienced before. But the common thing that I see is that it often preys on our fear. It could be fear of loss, fear of inconvenience, and my advice would be if we are aware of this fear that we have and not react to it immediately, it would be a lot easier to deal with the inconvenience when it happens than it is to recoup the losses as a result of a scam.
Since January 2022, there have been at least 277 victims to the China officials' impersonation scams, with losses amounting to at least $30 million. Victims receive voice-recorded phone calls allegedly from government agencies, and the call is transferred to a supposed police officer. Victims will be told that they are being investigated for money laundering activities and instructed to provide their personal information and bank account information, open bank accounts to transfer money for the purposes of police investigations, meet unknown subjects to hand over or collect fake documents, report their movements daily, and to keep the investigations secret. Victims only realize that they had been scammed when there are unauthorized transactions made from their bank accounts or when the scammers did not return their money as promised. So to avoid becoming a victim, please pay attention to these tips. Overseas law enforcement agencies cannot conduct operations in Singapore, arrest anyone, or ask members of the public to help with any form of investigations. If you received an unexpected call with the plus prefix, be careful, it could be a scam. Never share your SingPass, bank account login details, and one-time password with anyone. No local government agency will request payment, a money transfer, or personal details over the phone, nor will they do so through automated voice machines. Vigilance plays a critical role in scam prevention. All it takes is a few minutes to look at suspicious requests carefully. If you need advice, please call our anti-scam helpline at 1-800-722-6688 or go to www.scamalert.sg. Together, we can help stop scams and prevent more people from becoming victims.
We have come to the end of this episode of Crimewatch. I'm DSP James Goh. Until next time, do your part to prevent, deter, and detect crime.